this video, Introduction to Database Services. As part of this video, you're going to learn about different database services offered by AWS. You're going to learn about Amazon Relational Database Service, Amazon DynamoDB, AWS Database Migration Service, Amazon Redshift, Amazon ElasticCache, Amazon Neptune. We'll start with Amazon Relational Database Service, Amazon RDS. What is AWS RDS? So introduction to RDS. So by using AWS RDS, what you can do is you can create database on AWS and you can scale it when required. So what it means is using AWS RDS, you can launch MySQL server, you can launch Postgres database, and for MySQL, AWS has a variation called as Amazon Aurora MySQL. You can launch standard Postgres or its variation Amazon Aurora Postgres. You can also launch MariaDB. You can also launch Microsoft SQL database, Oracle database. And what it means by scaling the database, it means that if you have created a database with 100 GB of storage, you can scale it up to 1000 GB or any number that is allowed. So you can scale it infinitely on AWS. Infinitely is a hypothetical term. You can scale it up to a great extent. So that's the meaning of scaling. So when you create a database on cloud, it's very highly scalable database because you just need to create a database with 100 GB or 200 GB of storage and enable the scaling, the maximum threshold that this database can be scaled up to 1000 GB or 2000 GB. And you will not be charged for that much. You'll only be charged for initial 100 or 200 GB that you have reserved. Now let's understand DynamoDB. So introduction to DynamoDB. DynamoDB is a NoSQL database as a service. It is a serverless service. It provides you high speed, extremely low latency performance. So basically by using DynamoDB, you can create a NoSQL database on AWS. Introduction to Redshift. So what is Redshift? So Redshift is a fast petabyte scale data warehouse service. So it's for data warehousing. If you have gigantic data to store, you should use AWS Redshift. It is based upon PostgreSQL database engine. If you're looking for big data storage solution, Redshift is perfect for you. So if you have petabyte scale data, you should go with Redshift. If you have some GBs of data or a terabyte scale data, then you should go for SQL database or NoSQL database. You should create a SQL database using Amazon RDS, or you should create a NoSQL database using DynamoDB. And if you have petabyte scale data, then you should use Redshift. Introduction to ElasticCache. ElasticCache is in-memory storage or cache store in cloud. Basically, it's like a storage from which you can very fast access the data. So for the frequently accessed data, you should use ElasticCache, and for the less frequently accessed data, you should use normal databases. So it's a memory store, or you can say cache store in cloud. It allows you to retrieve information fast from its fully managed in-memory cache. So basically, in your laptop, you have RAM. So RAM is your cache. When your laptop starts, it loads the operating system from the hard disk into RAM and it starts. All the data that you're seeing on your screen is mostly stored in RAM because it's the cache area. So it's an expensive storage. So that is why the data that you frequently access, only that data you should store in ElasticCache, and the data that you less frequently access, you should store in the normal databases. So you should architect systems which uses cache for frequently used data and database for less frequently used data, or cache frequently used data after retrieving from database. So you should design systems like this. Now, introduction to database migration services. So these services are used for migrating data from one database engine type to another totally different database engine type. With the services under this category, you can easily migrate data from one database engine to a different database engine. For example, you can migrate Oracle database data to Amazon Aurora, Postgres or MySQL database, or you can migrate Oracle database to a cloud Oracle database. So this is the different things which you can do. So you can migrate like cloud-based Oracle database data to another cloud-based Oracle database data, or from Oracle database to Amazon Aurora, Postgres or MySQL database. Introduction to Neptune. So Neptune is a graph database service. It is fast, reliable, fully managed graph database service. It is optimized for storing billions of relationships and querying the graph with millisecond latency. So it's basically a graph database service. Now let's quickly summarize what you have learned in this video. As part of this topic, you have learned about different database services offered by AWS. Thank you. If you like this video, please like this video and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.